Hi and welcome everyone to another episode of Gaming with Jason. So I was asked by one of my subscribers to show Germany and to kind of do a playthrough with that. So I promised him that the next playthrough I would do would be Germany. And so this is the start of a playthrough, and there are some things that I really want to show you, especially with getting started. These are some things that I have changed since I did the military doctrine, because I really, now that I understand how the doctrine is supposed to be used, I am going to use it. So as you see, I'm going to do that here, and then I'm going to go in here, I'm going to get my infantry, but I'm not going to focus on Navy at first. What I'm actually going to end up focusing on, because I'm using the European doctrine gives me benefits in the, I get mech, and then I can also get the main battle tank, and also I get bonuses with this here. But the main battle tank here is actually much faster than the American and the Eastern. But this here is probably what I'm going to end up using, because even if you're watching what's playing out in Russia and Ukraine, it's the smaller tanks that are surviving. The larger tanks really don't do well. Okay, so we got that. All right. So let's see here. Do we want to go after that first or this first, or do we want to go after main battle tanks? You know what? Let us go after strikers. And let's see. I want to go after strikers, and who else do I want to go after? Alright, so the second unit I'm going to go after is the Mechanized Infantry. That should be good to start me with. So now I have strikers, I have the mech, which is kind of a little bit of armor to start with, and I'm going to have a little bit of an advantage because of the European doctrine. So I'm going to use that, even though I normally wouldn't use this because it doesn't do well in the American doctrine, and it's not going to do that well in the Eastern doctrine, but it does well in the European doctrine. So I'm going to follow that because there's a reason why they give you these things. So the next thing I want to do before I even do the... How long does it take? It takes a day. Let's put in our recruiting offices. And once I'm done with the recruiting office, the next thing I'm going to work on is military hospitals and arms industry. And you want to do it from the beginning. And I did this on another game that I'm playing, and it's absolutely phenomenal. See the difference of having hospitals from the start makes in your resource production. Like if you just put a level 1 hospital, because look at it here, you get a level 1, you're only getting 20%, but then you get 30% up here and 75% all the way at the top. So that means your population is doubling in size. I mean, if you could get a city up to 9, 10, 12 using this, it's gonna play out huge in the rest of your game because it's going to give you so much more resources. So I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I thought they had 9, but I guess they have 8 cities. So Brazil also has, I think, 8 or 10 cities. So does China, and so does Japan. Only has 7. United States has 10, I'm sure of. And I think that either Russia or the United States has one more city than the other. So Russia might have 11 or it might have 9. I forget. It's been a while since I've played them. But let's go ahead and switch this to this view. So am I going to be attacking in my first day? No, I am not. Now, I did build a coalition here where, let's see. So I did build a coalition to start with because I wanted to be able to choose. So I got Finland, I got France. I want to take France, I want to take Italy, and I want to take Spain. That's who I really want to take. That way I got my back end covered. So let's take France. Ooh, let's take Japan. Japan will be good. I can work with him. Finland, Serbia, Sweden, Ukraine, United States. I'm gonna have to go check these guys out, but I know Japan and France are both good countries. So let's look here. Let us see, what level is he? This is something I want to know. Because you should always research your players. So he's a level 4, so I'm going to have to teach him. Alright, so I'm going to really have to get in and teach him. And maybe even send him over to the channel so that he can catch up on the military doctrine. Okay, let's see here. The United States, he wants to join. Let's see. He is a rank 80. He is definitely coming in. Mostly because of rank, and 2, I know that he can handle himself on his own, so that means I don't have to worry too much about him. So when I pick a coalition, because I always like to be the leader of my coalition, that way I get a little bit more control over who comes in and who doesn't. Okay, so we've got United States. We're going to accept him. Alright, now let's go check out Japan real quick, just because I want to see if I got lucky with him or if he is a noob. Let's see, and the verdict is he's just starting out, so he knows a little bit about what he's doing. I will help him with Japan, at least educate him. Okay, so now we've got Ukraine, which I don't really want in my coalition, just because he's my food. And let's see here. Is Ukraine is a 35. Serbia is usually too small, but let's see. No, that's Romania. Where's Serbia? Serbia is, okay, Serbia is here. Yeah, Serbia, unless it's an experienced player, I don't really, yeah, no, he's not going to do well in Serbia. So I would be better off with Ukraine. So we got him there, and he is a level 35, so let's see, I've got it between Ukraine. Okay, so I got Ukraine, Angola, Finland, Sweden. So let's see. Sweden would be a safe choice for my own. He's a 33. And let's see here. Norway is a 15, so he's out. So it's between these two here. Let's see. Sweden would protect me, and I could send him after Finland and Norway, and then him and I could go after Russia together, because I'm gonna come in here. But then that leaves France, but I really wanted Spain. Let's see if Spain's a 10. He's not gonna last. No point in. What about Italy? Let's see here. Italy is a 14. As much as I'd like to have him, I will probably keep him in backup and tell him he can take the coastline, and I'll take the northern part, and then that way, if he survives and everything goes good and one of these guys goes inactive. So I think my best bet is to go after Sweden, just because I don't want to deal with the threat from him. And with Germany, everybody attacks you because you're the big dog. So the most important thing is to deal with safety. So it's important to even be the leader of your coalition. That way you can find people that will keep you safe but not step on your feet. So I'm not going to go with Angola. Let's see here. Let us take. Hold on, let me go look at Angola real quick. I don't want to be Angola. Where the heck is Angola? Angola. Okay, Angola. You're way the hell over here, dude. No way. Angola, you're a 12. No. It's a safe bet to go with Sweden. So let's go in here and let's go ahead and accept Sweden. And so now, bets are going to be taken to see who goes inactive first. Our two inexperienced players are France and Japan, with me, Sweden, and United States. Me and United States are probably more equal, but Sweden is at least high enough in rank to indicate that he's intelligent enough to survive to the end of a game. So that is that. Now we have everybody. I am going to welcome everybody. And so now, if you're the leader, this is the point in time where you want to welcome everyone. We'll chat in a minute. Alright, so now everyone is, and then I can go in there, I can give them the coalition rules. So here's some important things to think about when starting a coalition. As the leader, you need to be the guy that is going to be giving direction. You need to be able to see the map, and you need to kind of see where everybody's going. So let me kind of help you out with my strategy. United States is going to take out Canada. If he's smart, he'll take out Mexico before he'll take out Canada. If he's smart, or Mexico. Let's see what rank Mexico is, because Mexico. Oh, he's a noob. You know, unless he's a really good noob, or he's been watching YouTube, or something along those lines, or this is just a restart account for him. I would say that Mexico is safe. I'm not even worried about Canada. I've never seen Canada be strong unless like a super strong player came in and beat up on the United States, who was a noob. So it'd be like putting well, I'm not going to even talk about that. Anyways, so I've got this here. So now I've got my Americas. Towards the end of the game, when it gets to the Americas, one thing that you really want to focus on is having that foothold. So now I have a foothold with him, and he can sit there and focus on all of the Americas. And see, this is his only value, is if you're going to be over in the Americas, doesn't matter what country you are. If you're going to be over in the Americas and you want to be in a winning coalition, you have to own both North and South America, which is about 12 to 1,300 points. And once you own all of that land and territory, you are golden, and any coalition would love to have you, because other than the only thing that people will go after Africa before they go after the Americas, and Africa is kind of like that forgotten stepchild. And having somebody down here, but I don't have that ability, because one, I got France who is behind me, and I need to get in there and take I need to get in there and take this real quick. Okay, so I also have some NPCs around. So let me get that real quick. Let me attack. Make sure he doesn't take that. And let's see here. You know what? I will put both of those guys here since he's safe. Now I am probably gonna lose at least 2, if not 3, of my infantry in the whole process, because I did not send an armor. I did not send them. Actually, I should just send them like this. Give them a rally point. If you give them a rally point, then, or at least a point where they can all converge, and then you can go right on into Brussels. But I've got the air going there, so I am safe from Sweden. So I am also going to take this here. Actually, should I be a jerk to him? Well, if he's not going to, then I'm going to. I'm going to take that. And I'm going to move him over here. And let's see. Oh, yes, my artillery is here in Berlin. Okay. I'm probably going to have to move my capital over here to Hanover. Just so that it gets in the middle of the country enough. But as you see, look at all these different NPCs. I have Belgium. I have Netherlands. I have Chechnya. I have, well, no, Austria is not an NPC, but we also have Slovakia. So Poland and Ukraine will be going either after these, and I will end up taking these shortly. But as you see, Germany is around enough NPCs. You usually want to come in and take these from France. Oh man, I forgot to look at UK. UK is... He might be a thorn in my side, but if I get up, I can definitely work with him. Okay. So, and then, yeah, I picked, getting back to what I was saying, I picked these guys here. I picked France for my back door so that I could focus this direction. France can focus, and I could send France into Africa and Italy and Spain. And that will allow me to go up through here, and I will be able to. So, I'm going to end up going up through here and probably down into here. I'm going to probably end up engulfing the old Eastern Bloc, the old Warsaw Pact. I'm probably going to end up engulfing all of this and bringing up a border. So if I can get Sweden to take Norway and Finland, see, he's not stepping on me, and we're not right on top of each other, and we both have directions we can go. So, you know, France can go this way, he can go this way, but he's got Africa and he's got 2 European countries to give him enough resources. Same thing with Germany. I've got all of these NPC countries, plus I've got Poland, and I've got the whole Warsaw Pact. We've got Sweden here, who has Norway, Finland, and he can even come down in here. And if he wanted to, he could get these NPCs, or Russia will end up coming for him. We will see. What rank is Russia? Let's see what he's going to do. And part of the reason why I look at the rank is because it tells me what they're going to actually do. So he's probably not going to start moving very quickly. He might, you know, try and tread lightly. But here's the thing about Russia. It's because I've got Sweden, I've got France, and I've got me. But also over here on the other end, I have got Japan. And Japan, if we can make nice with China, or if Japan does what Japan does historically and takes China, then we don't have, you know, let's see, what rank is China? Okay, it's gonna be like a sissy fight. But that'll be fun to watch. I've been in a few of those lately. Anyways, you've got Japan here, who now has the ability to put pressure on the rear of Russia. So Russia is contained, and it's going to decide, is he going to go through Kazakhstan down here into Iran? Is he going to go through Mongolia and down here into China and make a play here? All of his cities are in the front end. There's probably about 3 cities that are here on the back end. Okay? So these are some things that you need to be thoughtful of when you're dealing with Russia. Or if you want to contain what you consider to be your biggest threat. So my 2 biggest threats is Ukraine and Russia. And if these 2 band up and they're halfway decent, which these 2 could create a havoc to where me and France and Sweden now have a fight. So when I come into a game, I'm originally starting looking at, okay, what are my adversaries? Who is it that's around me? What's important? How do I create a group of people that will work with me, that will keep me safe and keep them safe? And so that's what a whole coalition is about. It's about the mutual protection of, if I'm off or if something goes on with me, or if I'm in the middle of a war and you see somebody sneak attacking me, you should, and it would be the right thing to do, declare war on them. Who cares if it brings another war? You just tell that person to clean up all the tiles. That war will go away soon if you're working with responsible players. Okay? And so with that being said, you know, this is how I choose the beginning of my total coalition. So now I've got all these. Okay, so I want an arms industry here. I want an arms industry in here. And let's see, hamburger. I want components for the beginning, so that's gonna be where my main thing is, and then I want supplies. Arms industry. Okay, so I got all the arms industry I could. So now, see if I have the ability to build military hospital. Okay, so I need 2250, 750 and 750. How short am I? 600 and 149. So this is what the market is for. So let's go here and let's buy that. Plus let's buy that. I'm gonna buy 150 of these. And now I am going to build my military hospitals. Okay, so now I'm getting a 20% boost. So now these are at level 4. Okay, so I'm already getting the boost that I will be getting, and this starts going into effect after I think about 10%. You will start seeing the effects and the benefit from it, but it will not be fully functional until it's 100% complete. But this is a way to, if you want to increase your resources while this is a way to increase your resources and, you know, kind of increase them long term over the long game. So I need 200 and then 250. Okay, let's see if I've got enough money. Yeah, I've got plenty of money. So and yeah, I'm gonna want the electronics later on too. But as you see, I am building 4 hospitals and 4 of these, and then what will end up happening is after these are all done, then I will rotate it. I will do arms industry here, hospital here. But I always end up doing the hospital and I am now starting to do that because here's the thing, by the time we get to mid-game, I'm going to need a lot of resources. So it's going to be imperative that I have those resources, and then the more resources that I have, because my cities are getting bigger quicker, and plus it allows me to save my troops. So after a battle, I can lick my wounds. I can send fresh troops to the front line for my next battle, and then send my surviving troops back so that they could heal, and then I can build up another base and then send it back and keep a constant rotation. While on top of doing all of that, I can continue building things like my recruiting office, which I did not build yet. But I wanted to make sure that I got my hospitals and my arms industry first. Okay, so now that we've gotten that done, now let's go ahead and get our first batch of infantry done. And there you go. We've pretty much spent ourselves into oblivion. But this is how you start a game, and this is how you get it set up for this is how you get it set up for future success. Your end game starts the day that starts the moment you start a server. And if you're not building to your end game, well on top of building for your current needs. So right now all I can really build is infantry. I can build you know, I'm gonna be able to build strike fighters and mech as soon as I can get my army base up to level 2. Plus I have to have recruiting offices, you know, and those things take resources and those things take time to get. And so by giving myself hospitals in the other cities, so I've got it in my electronic city, a gasoline city, another electronic city, and another stuff city. So I essentially have double of everything except for gas. So I have double of everything except for gas, and that's also another reason why Germany is such a powerful country. It is the most powerful country in Europe if you use it properly. But you know, France is also a formidable foe, but France does better when teamed up with Germany. Alright guys, that is the end of this start out playthrough. I hope you learned how to start a game much better. And I will see you guys in the next video.